Venerable Sirs, His Excellency Gopal Bakle, High Commissioner of India in Sri Lanka, Honorable Minister, our dear Indian friends and friends of India who are gathered here today to say thank you, India. I am grateful for this opportunity given to me to participate at this August Assembly, and I wish to comment both as an ordinary Sri Lankan citizen and also as a professional. I represent the people's movement, the Sarvodaya movement, which has its inspiration from the teachings of the Buddha, the great Emperor Ashoka, and his two children, who was referred to earlier by our Venerable, who brought Buddhist philosophy to Sri Lanka, Arahat Mahinda and Sanghamitra, and of course Mahatma Gandhi, Vinoba Bhave. I carry the name of Vinoba Bhave's childhood, Vinya, and Sri Jayaprakash Narayan and many other great Indian leaders. From all these teachings, we learn to respect humanity as one family, to look after our nature and also to help each other. Because of this great tradition, we always give priority to building our spiritual, moral and cultural foundations to bring about social, economic and political transformation. Over a span of 60 years, the Sarvodaya movement has been able to cultivate people-to-people contact at multiple levels between our two nations, India and Sri Lanka. Right through our history, when Sri Lanka was in difficulty, India was there to help us. And when India was in difficulty, we were there too to help India to the best of our ability. So it's a tradition that we have cherished for thousands of years. When Sri Lanka was faced with the worst ever economic crisis since independence, and which was having a devastating impact on the people, India came to our rescue. It was truly a gift that came from the people and the government of India with great compassion and sincerity. It is very sad to note that by now, our country, Sri Lanka, is one of the poorest economies in the world, with the second highest rate of malnutrition in South Asia. As a public health practitioner, I can confidently say, if not for the timely assistance coming from India, our situation would have been much worse, and the consequences, particularly on the most vulnerable sections of our society, would have been catastrophic. Therefore, this is the time Sri Lanka needs all the help from India as well as the rest of the world. That is, however, not only to survive, but to recover and rebuild our nation. We have a lot to learn from India, from Panchayat model of village self-governance to industries that are owned by people to fulfill their basic needs, to effective use of science and technology to advance societal well-being. In recent months, we have seen the resolve of our young people in Sri Lanka who are ready to take up the challenge to build a new nation. We can do it together based on our shared values, mutual respect and cooperation. Also, as a medical professional, I would like to single out one significant and outstanding contribution that the government and the people of India has made to the people of Sri Lanka. That is the suicide ambulance service, which is part and parcel of our lives now. Let me conclude by saying again, once again, thank you, India.